What's up, everyone? Today I am here to tell you that Ilia Topuria will submit Islam Makhachev. All right. Now I know this might sound crazy, but it isn't. All right. Ilia Topuria will submit Islam Makhachev. Let that sink in. All right. Yeah. Now, listen. It's not gonna be a super close fight. It's not gonna reach the decision, and it's not gonna be a knockout. Ilia Topuria will submit Islam Makhachev, and he will do it whenever he wants. All right, and I think that is the fourth or third round. All right, listen, Islam Makhachev's striking defense is going backwards and countering. That doesn't work for Ilia Topuria. That's exactly what Ilia wants. Ilia profits of people's striking defense being going backwards and countering, so he can get them up against the fence and limit their movement. So that's already a plus for Ilia. Islam's chin isn't better than Holloway's. I don't know what to tell you, but Islam isn't like uncrackable. Ilia Topuria can knock Islam out. In my opinion, I wouldn't say easily, but he wouldn't have to do something extraordinary, right? Because Ilia Topuria is one of the hardest hitting, maybe even the hardest hitting pound for pound UFC fighters there is. That actually, has skill and actually has technique, not just fucking Josh Emmett throwing 50 overhands, right? Then Islam is boxing heavy. And Ilia's stand-up has only been proven to struggle when against kick-heavy fighters. He was taking a lot of low kicks against Volkanovski. Jai Herbert got him with the high kick. Islam won't be doing that. And he won't be getting Ilia up against the fence. It's just not going to happen. And Ilia wants boxing heavy fighters because he can do basically whatever he wants when it's a boxing match. Then, Poirier did well in the defensive grappling against Islam. Okay? I know he got submitted. I know he got taken out. I know he got controlled. But he did relatively well. And Ilia is definitely a better grappler than Poirier is, alright? I don't want to hear it, okay? Ilia beat Bryce Mitchell and Josh Emmett on the ground, alright? I don't want to fucking hear it. Ilia Topuria, I don't think he out-wrestles Makhachev, but he definitely has more than enough to defend himself in that area and to not get taken down by Islam. And then finally, Islam isn't hyper-explosive or fast at all. You saw Ilia struggled a tiny bit when Volk was hitting him with those jabs. When Volk was getting him with those jabs, Islam doesn't do that, right? He isn't that fast. He kind of strikes slow. I don't want to, people glaze him a lot, and I think it's justified. I think he is one of the best fighters in the UFC, but he's not what people say he is, all right? He's not invincible. He's not some sort of fucking MMA god. He's not all of that, all right? He's pretty beatable, in my opinion. I know that's a crazy thing to say, but I think he's pretty beatable. And Ilia would do it. What's gonna happen is he's gonna keep striking with Islam, striking. Maybe even in the third round or second round, he might even try to take down Islam. I don't know if that's gonna succeed, but I think he's gonna do it just for style points. And then in the fourth or the third round, what he's gonna have Islam up against the fence, not with his back on the fence, but to the fence. He's gonna rock Islam pretty badly. And it's not going to count as a knockdown because Islam is going to fall against the cage, all right? It's going to be an overhand, and he's going to fall against the cage with his back. And then what Ilia is going to do is he's going to take him down and submit him, all right? Probably by Darce. I don't know. Because I think Ilia wants to submit Islam. He doesn't want to knock him out. He wants to submit Islam because that's just who Ilia is, right? He could have submitted Holloway probably, but he chose not to because he wanted to knock out Holloway, right? And he wanted to submit Bryce Mitchell, and he wanted to, this is just who he is, right? He has an ego. Of course, he's confident, and this is what he wants to do. He wants to beat people where they're best to prove like a point. So he's not gonna go for the finish by ground and pound. He's gonna submit him, like just like Islam submitted. That's what Ilya's gonna want to do, and I think he's gonna do it. I think he wouldn't have a problem with it. I don't think Islam proposes any kind of trouble for Ilia on the feet. And, I'm pretty confident in the fact that Ilia won't struggle with the wrestling either. So, yeah, this isn't a debate, all right? I don't want to hear any other opinions because this is what's going to happen, right? I'm not making a statement. I'm just telling you this is going to happen, right? I'm not asking you anything. I'm telling you, all right? I know this is going to happen. This is exactly what's going to happen. And if it doesn't, you can mock me, you can clown me, but I don't care because this is just the way it is, right? This is what's going to happen, and Ilya's going to win. And he will be the GOAT shortly. But I think they're going to make him defend against Volk and probably another contender, which sucks because we might not ever get the Islam versus Ilia matchup, which we really need, right? Because these are the two most well-rounded fighters we've maybe ever seen in the UFC, and it would be a sick matchup. I just noticed fucking Ilia shaves his arms. That's such a... Okay, well, anyways. Also, Ilia Topuria has a matching back tattoo with Alexander. I noticed that. I don't know if it's cool or not. And another thing, dude, Ilia doesn't copy Conor, okay? Like of course like with the fucking bell grab and shit, that was corny as fuck, but the tattoos aren't a copy of Conor, alright? Having a fucking animal on your chest isn't a rare thing to do. And the spine tattoo isn't even the same, alright? It's not... Conor McGregor has the fucking thorns with a cross. Ilia has the symbol of health with a cross, alright? A cross and a spine tattoo are not rare, okay? People get those. Almost like every fucking guy that has more than 4 tattoos has that, okay? So it's not copying. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, Ilia will submit Islam. I can't say it enough, and I'm so confident in this. I'm probably gonna bet on it too, because this is exactly what's gonna happen. All right, no debate. Ilia should probably defend his title 2 more times before doing this. Definitely against either Evloev or Lopez and Volk, but I don't think they're gonna do that because that takes way too much time, and when Islam's going up, he's not coming down again, right? He's vacating the lightweight belt probably after getting the welterweight or middleweight belt. By the way, he's not winning the middleweight belt, okay? People fucking glazing him. He's not doing that, okay? He's not fucking beating Drakus. And he's not beating Khamzat, too. So, yeah, I don't know where that's coming from, but that's it. Ilia will submit Islam Makhachev. I'm calling it. Goodbye.